So let me tell you a little bit about how I've gotten into music ministry. Started when I was 15 years old. Grew up in a family that never went to church. And we were not even Creaster people. We just didn't attend Mass. And my parents felt it was important to go to religious ed in the Catholic Church, and we received our sacraments, but as far as Sunday worship, it just never happened for us. At age 15, my brother had been invited to play his guitar in the folk group at St. Blaise, and he's 3 years older than I am. And there were a good number of young adults his age, he was 18 at the time, who were also in this ministry. And it was a brand new ministry, and they were finding their way, both as friends and as a ministry together. And about 6 weeks into it, my brother told the leader of the group that he had a younger brother, a 15-year-old brother, who also played guitar. And so that director, over the next couple of weeks, ended up calling me and asking me would I like to come too. So for a couple of weeks, my brother and I were both in the group, and it was a little bit weird because he's graduating high school and I'm still a ninth grader, and I was the youngest one. And my brother ended up quitting after a couple of weeks, and I stayed in the parish 51 years.
Man, that's great. Along your journey in music ministry, this whole time you've been in St. Blaise, can you talk to us about one of the moments that definitely felt like a valley, and how your faith brought you through, how God brought you through those moments?
So the journey at St. Blaise was not always rooftop. There were some challenges along the way in music ministry there at St. Blaise. For the first 20 years of being at St. Blaise, I was a part of this folk group and became the music leader very early on because I was the only one who could really read music at the level that I was at. So I was asked by the director to be the music director, and he was going to be the overall group leader. So after a few years of this relationship, there was some division that happened in this group, as with all young adults, kids I would call us. There was division that happened, and the group leader decided that he was going to kick out some people from the ministry, and I didn't support it. And so it almost became a he versus me kind of situation. I'm 6 years younger than this leader, but the majority of the people also did not agree with this person's direction that he was leading the group and the action he wanted to take. So he left, and it put me, I was just 18, it put me in a group of about 20 young adults, the vast majority of them older than me, put me in this position of leadership that I really didn't ask for. And it was challenging, it was difficult. And over the next couple of years, there were a number of great experiences, performance experiences beyond the work in liturgy that we were doing, but there were also some very difficult growing pains. I don't think our generation, and even the generation behind me, has done a very good job of mentoring. I have tried very hard, especially earlier on in my career, to offer opportunities every chance I had to younger players, and to bring them into decision making and allow them the chance to make their own mistakes and learn and grow. For this generation, for this current generation, you have a rightful place. And unless you step out and claim it, it's likely not going to be just handed to you. Be brave, be courageous, step out, trust that you're being called to something very powerful. Trust the voice within you, but don't let it be a voice that stops you. Let it be a voice that motivates you. Step out. Say what it is that's on your heart. Say that you're interested. Say that you'd like to ... whatever it is. It takes action. I think about, for myself, when I was called into it, into ministry way back when I was 15, I had to say yes. I had to take steps. I had to move forward. If you're feeling any kind of urge or calling, step out. Take a step. Risk. Take a step. If I had the opportunity to play any other instrument, I don't even have to think about it. I would be a drummer. And I would be insanely passionate about playing drums. In fact, there are times that I will look at my wife and I will say to her, I think I might have missed my calling. I think I might should have been a drummer instead of a guitarist. So the thing I love most about music ministry is when people invest themselves so deeply into the text of what it is that they're singing, or that the song that they're playing, that investment stops being cerebral and moves to the heart. And when a singer is singing from their heart, and that passion, that connection is made with them internally, there's nothing more powerful to the gathered community than to experience somebody sharing their gift, their ministry, going beyond whatever the head work is and moving into their heart.